It's it's
Yeah,
not um, it's
it's
not feedbacking, right?
no, like a little, but I've had
Okay, I'll
worse.
turn you down.
Let me see if that's better. Say something
Testing,
now.
testing. How are you?
That's good.
Okay, because
That's
I don't like
good.
to wear the that. I just don't like to wear the.
No, sometimes people put them in and then after the fact, I'm like, man, it sounded better without them. So
And it just looks weird.
I know, trust me. All right, no, this sounds much better. Okay, hold
Okay,
on.
good. Yeah, I just turned you down.
Okay, that's good. You sound fine on my end. All right, let me start. Hey everyone, this is David. Welcome back behind the velvet rope. Let's just get right into it today because we are joined by the one, the only Danny Pintauro.
Hi.
What is going on? How are you today?
What isn't going on? I'm wonderful today, actually.
I mean, listen, I should really say, instead of saying welcome, I should say Merry Christmas. I mean, a country Christmas harmony. You have a new
Yay!
movie on Lifetime.
Oh, the other day when I did one of these, I had a little Christmas tree here. I forgot. Oh well.
But listen, you have your coffee, I have my coffee. It's like, that's all we need.
Some coffee talk.
Some coffee talk. Well, I mean, congrats on this movie on Lifetime.
Thank you.
How did this come about for you?
Very, how do I describe it? The universe was at play, is what I like to say. But the big thing was last year, middle of last year, because, I haven't been doing anything acting related in over 10 years. It's just been a long time. I did it on purpose. I wanted to just completely alleviate the pressure of that lifestyle from mine, and it was absolutely worth it. But last year, and I was perfectly excited to like never do it again as well. Like the plans for my husband and I did not include that. But some point last year, I was watching. I like to say I was watching Star Trek Discovery and watching this rich relationship between Wilson Cruz and Anthony Rapp, and suddenly I was like, I felt jealous and I felt like I was missing out. And I thought, gosh, I would love to be able to do that and play that character and have that role. And these, so I don't know, it popped into my brain. And then a few weeks passed and I kept thinking about it and I couldn't stop thinking about it. And I don't know, I just was like, all right, I think I'm ready. And I told the husband, and of course he's been waiting all these years. He's always been a big fan of that side of my life, so patiently waiting till I was ready. And then his face just lit up, and he was like, yes, whatever that means for you, let's do it. And so it took some time. I was able to get my old manager on board, which I was really excited about. And we sort of decided on a January 1st start date for really focusing in on getting things going. And I, I gave myself a few months to like figure out social media and like TikTok and try to get all that going. And I've managed to get 16,000 followers. So I'm real proud of that on TikTok, especially.
Yeah.
um, Compared to other people, that's nothing. But when I literally started with about 40. So to get myself there has been really fun. And then January 1st, I did some headshots. And then mid January, the manager was like, here it is, first audition, let's do it. And I was like, okay. He's like, I need it done in the next 3 hours. And I was like, okay. And that was for Country Christmas Harmony. Um,
Wow.
so my very first audition back in the business after more than 10 years, uh, I landed. And that's where I feel like the universe was playing a role, just sort of like, oh, you're ready to come. Okay, well, here, have this. This is our sign to you that you're making the right decision. So,
Yeah, I mean, that could have been months and months, or who knows? You know how the
yeah.
business works.
Yeah, absolutely. And first thing the husband said was, I get it. Look, one out of 100 auditions you're gonna land. Hopefully, even that could be harder. And then the first one, gosh, it was really, yeah, it felt so good. It felt so good.
So do we have, or do you have Wilson Cruz and Anthony Rapp to thank for your return to acting?
Yes, we could say that. And I actually mentioned them in the People article that just came out. So I messaged them to say, guys, I talked about you. They've both been supportive of it. So yeah, I contacted Wilson last year saying, here's what I'm thinking about. And he was like, do it. This is great. I love it. So, it's just we've come so far with these relationships and these characters. It's more rare to find a gay character that is a caricature of
Yeah.
what it is to be gay than we do these really rich, complex characters. I'm so thrilled for that. And the last time I tried to be an actor, we were nowhere near where we are now. We were still at the random gay friend caricature sort of roles, and they were like once every 6 months, few and far between. And every out gay actor was auditioning for the role. So, nothing ever came of it for me. So it was the right move. I'm so glad I took the time. And that's the other thing I've always said too is I think the universe was kind of saying, look, 10 years ago, 15 years ago, look, you're not in a mental place to be able to handle what the business has become. So you need to go and like become an adult, figure out what that means, figure out what it means to be not a celebrity, and then when you're ready, you'll come back. I feel like in hindsight, that's what was sort of being handed to me.
And so was it really in part, that like we have come far, like gays in Hollywood and like the stories that that was really a huge part of it in your
That was the
return.
impetus, absolutely, because I've always said that if I were to ever do it again, it would only be to play really great, interesting characters. And we've absolutely, I mean, every major TV show seems to be start having some sort of character that's in the LGBTQ plus realm that is not just, two lines for the exposure. Oh, we get to say we have a gay character. No, they are actually like crucial to the storyline, make a huge impact on everyone in the show. I mean, that's what I've been waiting for. Not that I was really waiting, because for many of those years when I wasn't in the business, it did not even cross my mind to even consider coming back.
What do you attribute, because like, look, we've come far, right? I mean, is it like, because we had Will and Grace back in the day, is there one thing you contributed to, or like one person you now want to work with, or, now that you're back? I mean, I have my own thoughts. I'm just curious as to what yours
Oh,
are.
no, I want to know what your thoughts are. Tell me, please.
I mean, look, I think it's a culmination of everything, right? But I think like you look at like a Ryan Murphy and it's
Of
like
course.
that changes the game. I mean, I know that's the obvious answer, but not really. I mean, there's so many things he's given us,
Yes.
even back in the day with like Nip Tuck, and it's just getting more and more and more. It's just, to me, that's created a world which is now people have taken off on that.
100%. And if I did a post a couple of months ago where I said what